If you have a business goal, if you have a life goal, I'm telling you, there is one thing that you're going to want to dig in and really focus on, really like get in there and make this one thing happen, which is your confidence. Your confidence, if you can really develop what my friend Justin likes to call core confidence, it will affect everything in your business and in your life. And today I am so stoked to have my good friend Justin Guarini, who is here. What? He is here. Oh my goodness gracious. It has been so fun to get to know you. And I'm just so thrilled to be able to bring you to our community here. So we're here with the prepared performers, with the mall stars, as we like to call us. Whoa. And also with the drivers. Oh my gosh.
Profit Under Pressure Intensive is all about expanding your idea of what is possible for your life. And that just sounds like, oh, what's possible for my life? Oh, some fantastical future. No. Well, what we get into really are the details. Core confidence really breaks down to developing four key skills across four key areas of your body. The four key skills are clarity, confidence, creativity, and certainty. And when you take those four skills and you marry them up to your body, your spiritual connection, whatever that means to you, your relationships, be it with your significant other, your children, your family, and your business, whether that means whatever business you have, cash flow, making cash, keeping cash, when you can apply those four key skill sets to the four key areas of your body, it creates a foundation of confidence, core confidence, that allows you to build the body, the relationships, the spiritual connection, and the business of your dreams. And so that is what I'm excited to dive into. So when it comes to clarity, when it comes to that vision, when it comes to feeling what I really have spent much of the past at least year, if not 2 years, if not majority of my life when it comes to being a mentor, trying to eradicate, it is the idea and the concept of shame. Shame is such a detrimental emotion, and it stops us from doing and being and having and giving the things that we can give. We know and we believe that we can give and do and be and have. So when you say to me, when I feel and I think about that future vision and I try and, put stuff up on my vision board or I journal, or I am immediately taken over by this guilt and this shame. And where that comes in is, who am I? Questions like, who am I to have this thing? There are people in the middle of our country right now who don't have heat, electricity, who aren't able to drink water. Who am I to go out and to develop a product where I'm going to charge $10,000 for people to come and to discuss ideas and concepts? Who am I to have this body like I see on television or like I want to have just because I want to feel good, maybe not just look good? Who am I to have the relationship of my dreams because in the past I have X, Y, and Z, or X, Y, and Z has happened to me? All of that is the shame and blame game that we all play all the time.
And so that's a big thing too that I want to make sure we're clear about, is this is stuff that we no matter what level of success you get to, it comes up again. Like, developing this sense of core confidence is not something that you do once and then you move on from it. It's something that you're continuing to refine. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. The way I love to put it is, I don't know anybody who ever gets in their car, drives to the gym, lifts some weights, and then goes, I'm fit, and then never comes back. Like, right? Like, that's absurd. And no one would ever do that. And so it's the same thing when you work with anything, but especially when it comes to confidence, it is a ever evolving game that you play with yourself to develop core confidence. We talked about clarity, and I will just very briefly dive right back into clarity. Do the Quentin Tarantino where I go backwards to go forwards in the plot. So we talk about clarity. And a lot of people say the truth will set you free. But when we look at the truth and the concept of the truth is very relative. The truth for me is different than the truth for Molly, is different than the truth for Sally, is different than the truth for Carmela or Lisa or Mary or our parents or the person down the street. If anything in America has taught us over the past year, anything we've learned is that truth is relative, and you can go anywhere you want, depending on which channel, news channel or media channel you watch, to find your truth. Right? So will truth set you free? I don't know if we're searching for the truth, because that's relative. I will say this, though, and have you consider that the facts will set you free. The facts are either something that is or is not. Now, yes, if you really want to dig into it, sure, facts are relevant to based on your truth, but let's just, for the sake of argument, make the comparison between the truth being this relevant thing and then the facts being what is and what is not. So when you get clear on the facts of your life, what is happening in your body, what's happening in your spiritual connection, what's happening in your relationships, what's happening in your business, then you can create a future vision of a bigger, better, bolder self, again, in your body, if that's what you want, in your spiritual connection, your relationships, and in your business. But what have we done there? We've opened up a gap between where you are today and where you want to be in the future, 3, 6, 9, 12 months from now. And in that gap, the bridge that will carry us from where we are today to where we want to be in the future starts with the commitment you are willing to make to yourself. Right? So when we talk about commitment, there is a choice that you have to make. There's a decision that you must make based on the facts of where you are today and the facts of where you want to be in the future, right? You have to make a decision. What is the Latin root of the word decision? I think it's decidere or something like that. It means to cut off from. I failed Latin. No, but like it means the root of the word decide means to cut off from, to not give yourself any other option. And so when we talk about commitment, as I wrap it up here, it is all about deciding and cutting off from any other option than the options that will get you from where you are today and to who you want to be in the future. And notice, it's not about the doing. It's about the being. The question that I ask when it comes to commitment is not what do I have to do to have the body that I want? What do I have to do to have the relationships I want? What do I have to do to have the business that I want? The real question that you should be asking yourself is, who do I have to be? And that will open up a whole new line of answers for you.
I love that idea of be, do, have, right? Showing up as that future person first. So powerful and tricky sometimes. We like to talk about this idea of future gratitude.
Look, I want to thank you very much for your time and your attention. Your time is probably the most valuable resource that you have. And if anything, this past year has taught us that time is so extremely valuable, because a lot of us have had a lot of it on our hands. But what we do with time and the investments that we make and the seeds that we sow will allow us in the future, 3, 6, 9, 12 months from here, to reap a beautiful harvest. But it starts with making a decision today.
So good. Thank you. We so appreciate you. And that is so true. Your time is so valuable. So thank you for being here. As always, it is my absolute joy to help you to unlock your inner awesome and elevate it with the magic of live video, organic social, automation that leads more human connections, and dude, core confidence. Thank you, Justin.
Bye.